everyone, it's Kim. It's the end of a long day here at our house where we've all spent time together again today. And as you noticed in the beginning of my video, I took the opportunity to show you some of the things that have been filling my days as we've had this time of separation and more time on our hands at home than usual. And no doubt you've been doing some of the same things at your house. Lots of laundry, endless amounts of cooking, probably some extra exercising going on. Perhaps you've even managed to get to that honey-do list and accomplish some of those things that we never seem to have time for. And as I was thinking this morning about how we've all got time to do more than we usually do, it reminded me of an occasion in the New Testament when Jesus and his disciples were traveling together. Jesus had a special family that lived in a village that really meant a lot to him. And there were two sisters in this family named Mary and Martha. And one day as he and his disciples were traveling, they were going to visit this family. And in Luke chapter 10, verse 38, we read the account of them going to visit. And so I wanted to share it with you. It says, as Jesus and his disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed them into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he taught. But Mary was distracted by the big dinner that she was preparing, and she came to Jesus and said, "Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me." But the Lord said to her, "Martha, dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all of these details. There's only one thing worth being concerned about, and Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her." And you know, as we are in this time where there's so many things that we can do with the extra time that we have, I just want to remind each of us of the importance of setting aside time to be with the Lord each day. Jesus says, Mary has found the one thing that's the most important. Mary was sitting at his feet, listening as he was teaching. And while Martha was doing something that was good and important, preparing a large meal, what she found herself doing was being resentful of the time that Mary was spending at Jesus' feet. And rather than joining Mary there, she came to Jesus and said, "Don't you think this is unfair? Come on and tell her to help me." And what Jesus said was, No, she's found the most important thing. So don't miss the most important thing. As we have this time, we can prioritize time in a different way than we ever have. And so I just want to encourage you. Perhaps you can get up a few minutes earlier each day and find a quiet spot in your home where you can spend some time reading God's Word. You can listen to worship music and you can pray. You can pray for your family, pray for your neighbors, pray for our community, pray for our church and our nation, pray for the stop of this dreadful virus, but spend time praying, spend time worshiping, spend time at the feet of Jesus, spend time learning from him. Because although there are many things that we could do, there's one thing that's the most important thing that we should do, and that is to spend time with him. So I'll look forward to seeing you again soon, and until then, treasure and cherish your time with the Lord.